Okay. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. One second. That's good.
Burn it down!
Huh? What are the Fatui doing here? That's a little concerning. Let's go over there and see what they're up to. Also, how did they get this close to a tribal settlement? Huh. All the Fatui left in Natlan are probably the captain's subordinates. That basically makes them... Still, once a Fatus, always a Fatus.
Truth of the Battle of Seven Colors.
Ahem! What are you guys doing here?
Following orders. If you have a problem, take it up with our employer.
Hey, what's with the attitude? Can the Fatui even work for a private employer?
This is Grudok. I hired him to be my bodyguard in Natlan. As you can see, he's not the sociable type. My original plan was to hire someone from the local tribes, but a priest recommended Grudok. I was told they were capable fighters and had the time to spare, so they fit the bill. It seems like the Fat...
So that's what happened.
Precisely! Montluçon, at your service. I work in the publication business. And you two... Wait. You must be the traveler and her fairy companion.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, you know us?
A golden-haired traveler with a floating companion. There's no mistake. Your exploits in Fontaine have all the makings of a best-selling series. I'd be a failure of a book merchant if I couldn't recognize you.
Wow, we're really famous at this point, traveler.
It's truly my lucky day. I know this is sudden, but I was actually looking for you two. You see, I have a favor to ask.
So, you chased us all the way to Natlan? That's a little creepy.
You'll be generously rewarded, I promise you.
Well, at least he got straight to the point. Should we hear what he has to say? All right, we'll hear your request.
You know the great shaman Citlali, right? I need her help with something.
Yeah, but the chances of her helping a random stranger just because we asked?
Yeah.
Citlali really doesn't like dealing with strangers.
I heard about that from other members of her tribe. But they told me if one person could convince her,
Oh,
it
thanks
would
for
be
throwing
the
me under the
golden-haired
bus.
traveler. If you manage it, I'll even double your pay.
Oh yeah, we should definitely get to the bottom of that.
It's kind of a long story, and there's tribal history involved, so you should hear it from an expert. Alia, if you could.
Of course. I don't often have an eager audience for this kind of thing. Nice to meet you. The name's Allier. I'm a researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute. Unlike most researchers, I have a keen interest in ancient ruins. That's why I was invited to join Monsieur Montluçon's team. Have you heard of the legend of the great shaman Citlali?
Yes, I have, actually.
Yes. According to local records, she was a color mystic who lived over 200 years ago, and the most adept in her tribe at using that. Out of all of her exploits, her most celebrated is the Battle of Seven Colors.
Citlali was alive
According
back
to legend,
then,
the
probably.
battle was triggered by an abyss invasion, one of the most brutal in Natlan's. Amazingly, Natlan was able to turn the tide despite being at an extreme disadvantage. The color was extraordinary. illusory in appearance while also seeming to possess physical form. Legend has it that Huizi entrap all the enemies inside. This allowed her allies to launch a counterattack and ultimately secure victory.
Anyway, that's the gist of it. We don't want to take up too much of your time. That story is the reason I came to Natlin. I often publish books about the history of other nations. They always end up varying. When I heard this story for the first time, I wanted to include it in my next collection, but historical records about Natlin aren't very detailed. We haven't been able to determine where the battle took place, or find any definitive evidence that it occurred at all. Even within the Masters of the Nightwind, people dispute the legitimacy of the story. Some believe it to be a myth. If that were the case, the story would not be fit for publication.
But if you're just including it in a story collection, why does it matter if it never happened?
Well, you see, the slogan for the collection is Restoring the Truth of History. Naturally, I needed to be factual. That's why I'm here. The Masters of the Nightwind are said to have a tradition of recording past events, so I wanted to consult their records. But I was refused access to the Obsidian Altar. Application after application, and all I received were a few ordinary woven scrolls with nothing to offer. Honestly, I'm just trying to promote their history, and they make such a fuss.
According to my research, their scrolls are considered sacred relics in addition to historical records. Naturally, outsiders are rarely granted access. Not to mention, the scrolls we did get to review actually contain a huge amount of information. I just need more time, and I could...
We've been over this, Alier. There's no need to waste time on those scrolls when we have a better way.
Citlali, you mean?
Exactly. You're well aware, I'm sure, that Citlali has been alive for more than 200 years. That means she lived during the era of the Battle of Seven Colors. If she agrees to be my consultant, then no other historical records are necessary.
Oh, that's what you want.
So, what do you say? I'll quadruple the pay if it helps sweeten the deal.
Well, it's not that we don't want to help you. Oh, right. The duty the chief gave us has a lot to do with Huizi. Who knows? The Battle of Seven Colors might lead us in the right direction. All right, we'll help you convince Citlali. Just let us do the talking, okay?
Of course.
Light it up! Full throttle! All right.
So, this is where the great shaman lives? A bit far from civilization, isn't it? I hope the person who pointed us in this direction wasn't mistaken.
For someone like Citlali, it actually makes a lot of sense.
Facts.
Is this graffiti her work too? I wonder if it's a cultural practice. If I could just copy it down,
We're here for a reason, Alier. As agreed, you two can do the talking, and we'll wait for you.
Okay, we'll go knock on the door.
Hopefully she's not hung over.
Citlali? Are you there? We need your help with something. Oh, no response. Maybe she's not home. Oh, Granny Citlali? Are you home?
Hey, kid! If you're here to challenge me, book an appointment first. Traveler!
Lol.
Looks like we came at a bad time. Well, at least we didn't get turned away. Huh. So this is where Citlali lives.
I, didn't have time to fully clean up the place. Complain if you want. Menial help. Besides, in light novels, people who keep everything neat and tidy are always... Also, I'm not a hermit. I'm just above superficial rules of societal etiquette.
She sure does care a lot about what we think of.
Oh, and that spell I used to transfer my senses to you, you're not still, It's my duty as a great shaman to check that kind of thing.
Oh, you mean when we could hear your thoughts? Nope. It's been so long, we don't have to worry.
Then why do I hear the traveler?
What?
I can still hear you, you... Don't bother. I'll find a way to fix it. It was just a simple spell. Forget it.
Well, someone asked us to ask...
So they asked the hero of Natland to put in a good word?
The pay is really good.
Doesn't matter. I'm busy.
She sure doesn't look busy.
From you?
Yeah, we were given a sacred duty.
Huh? So, you're the...
We were surprised too. But with Chef Biram's help, we still haven't succeeded. But we learned that the historical event those men want to ask about also... She's giving us that face again. Did Paimon not explain things?
I can't decide whether this twist is completely...
Then there's still hope.
Hey, what's the holdup? Just give us an answer already.
You agreed to let us do the...
Oh shit.
Citlali?
Stand down, Grudok. As your employer, if I tell... You're the great shaman who's been alive for centuries? But you're so...
You're lucky you didn't force Citlali's...
Well, since you're here, how about a discussion?
Do you have any idea who I am? Did you think Granny Eatsley would be fooled by your little performance? I have no intention of speaking to you. Your recent pull a trick like that again, and I'll make your lives a living horror novel, except 10 times worse. That's all I came...
Whoa.
Traveler, we have a discussion.
You live up to your name, Granny Itztli. I apologize for the offense. I'm just surprised the Battle of Seven Colors didn't pique your interest.
You're investigating the Battle of...
Yes, I thought the Traveler could help me convince you. I heard that the great shaman Huitzilin was... If I can resolve the controversy and prove the battle took place, I'll include it in my... With your support, your friend's heroic deeds will once again be known...
If this is really about that duty, then... fine. I'll help you.
I'm honored.
Save it. I agreed to help the Traveler, not you. You'll just have to leech what you can.
Well, at least she agreed to help.
Who are you calling heartless?
Not a problem. I always plan to work with the Traveler. So, did you directly experience any events of the battle? Do you have any idea where it took place? Can you think of any relics we could use to prove it?
Talk at me, why don't you?
Um...
Fine. No, no, and no. I did live during the same era as her, but that doesn't mean we experienced the same events. I've lived a long time, but I'm not a walking encyclopedia. You decide the angle of your investigation, and I'll provide answers if I'm familiar with the subject.
All right. Even if you didn't witness the battle yourself, you still lived through that era. Your insights are very valuable. Alier, you had an idea about where to start, yes?
Oh, well, my plan was to consult the members of the tribe in charge of recording history.
Then, let's start there. Traveler, what do you say to officially working together? After all, it appears I can only get Miss Citlali's help through you.
You don't seem super invested in this whole thing, Citlali.
The Battle of Seven Colors is something I've only ever heard about. I know as much as anyone else in my tribe.
But how? Weren't you alive when it happened?
I wasn't there when it took place, and she never told me about it. That's how.
But Molo-Saw said the two of you were close friends. The battle was legendary. Why wouldn't Citlali tell you about it?
Close friends? More like arch rivals. Something Montluçon would know if he actually did his research. Did you see the graffiti outside my house? That's not my doing. All students from Weeziling's School of Shamanism must pass an extremely difficult trial before Those graffiti drawings are how they challenge me. Of course, none of them ever succeeded. So, after Weeziling's death, her students had no choice but to modify the requirement. As my rival, Weeziling only had one achievement that surpassed my own. And that was the battle. It makes perfect sense that she kept it from me. I'm a fast learner. Telling me about the technique is no different than handing it to me on a silver platter. As if she would give away her one advantage.
Oh, that makes...
Anyway, all of that is secondary. Don't misunderstand. This duty is important for my tribe, too. A great... Excuse you? I fail to see what housekeeping has to do with my duty as a shaman. Why is it that you're the one whose thoughts are exposed, but I'm...
Lol.
Excuse me, great shaman, but we have a situation over here. We could really use your help.
Okay.
Of course the Battle of Seven Colors happened. The woven scroll proves it. Weeziling used a mysterious color to construct a maze and trap the enemies in...
That's just your interpretation. There's more than one way to understand that.
Weeziling was one of the most powerful shamans of her...
That's the biggest problem. She had a technique that powerful?
Her students are keeping it a secret, of course. If you knew a technique like that, you'd be a fool to show it to just anyone.
Oh, I didn't mean to cause an argument. I just wanted to ask, is there anything we can use to prove the battle took place?
Of course it took place. Why would you need to prove it?
You'll have to excuse him. Some people in our tribe insist on clinging to outdated views of history. I'd give up now if I were you. It only gets more ridiculous from here.
Please don't fight.
Wow, so the battle really is controversial.
Am I the outdated one? Kids these days can't find anything better to argue about?
These arguments are precisely why I hesitate to include this story in my collection. Neither side was able to offer anything useful. What should we do?
Citlali was a passionate teacher. We were opposites in that sense. The technique she used in the battle must have been her masterpiece. There's every reason to pass it on. Still, if the technique is powerful enough to single-handedly stop an invasion, it also makes sense that her disciples would keep it a secret. We should check with the students from her school. If we can confirm the technique exists, we can deduce certain things about the battle.
But as far as I know, most of the shamans from her school occupy high positions in the tribe. Not the type of people outsiders like us can speak to on a whim.
Right. The obsidian altar is off limits to you.
Is there a problem?
Most of Citlali's students are respected priests in the tribe. But that means they had to go through me. Those who hold the position now are the ones who lasted long. If I show up without warning, they'll run for dear life. That's not gonna get us any answers.
Yeah, Paimon can see it now.
Hey, don't jump to conclusions. That was just a metaphor. Only you have the guts to joke like that with me, Traveler. Fine, I said I'd help, so I'll help. But don't blame me if it goes wrong.
Alright, the rest of you can wait for us here.
We appreciate the help.
Oh, are you in the middle of a ceremony?
Granny Eatsley?
What is she doing here?
Did some coward not show up after challenging her to a fight?
Or is she here to officially take over the tribe?
Whoa. It's like they really do see her as some kind of type.
No matter what, we'll defend our...
Ugh, you talk a big game for someone who lost to me the most out of the entire priesthood.
What?
All I want is to...
So, you're here to...
Someone didn't sit pretty for their beating? Is that it?
We should just run!
Yeah, with the hero of Nap.
Sure, whatever.
Oh, it's the Traveler and her companion.
We wanted to ask about the
So you can...
Disciples of our school have challenged her year after year. Just as our...
Well, you're not wrong.
If we want to protect our legacy...
Not this again. Just...
Hey! You can't just say whatever you want just because it's in your head. I'm Granny Eatsley. A mere mention of my name and kids burst into... What? You know what? Forget about your duty.
Sorry to disappoint, but if you're here to question whether we're qualified...
We're not getting anywhere. What should we do?
Huh? Oh.
Elder Tlapo! Oh, we must have just...
Did Elder Talap...
From what I can tell...
Is Elder Talapo telling...
That's not... Oh, you forget yourselves, my friends. You are...
But
I didn't expect to see you here, great shaman.
Well, I wasn't exactly planning to come to this crowded place. So...
Understood. Now, as successors of... However, Elder Talapo's declarations have always showed us the correct path, so... Mind your...
Good thing Elder Tlapo and... already have...
He's the one who put you in charge of the scroll, right?
Yeah, Elder Tlop.
Elder Talapo, huh? He's still Claw to me. Hey, don't pull that cutesy stuff with me. You're an Iktomisaur Elder now. You occupy an eminent and important position within the tribe.
So, you already know each other?
Claw was only this big when we first met. He was Witzeline's Saurian companion back then. She kept dragging him to my place, so over time, she only came to my place to fight me. But at the same time, she always claimed to be my friend. She was the only one who dared to try, at least.
Well, you've lived a long time.
The more time you have, the more friends you lose.
Oh.
Anyway, let's get back to business. I hate talking about the past. Oh, 200 years and you still haven't given up, Claw? I still haven't made up my mind, so you should head back.
Chief Biram? Oh, wait. We haven't reached out since the last time we failed the test.
I'm just great.
Actually, we have good news. We found another clue.
I'm all ears.
It's the Battle of Seven Colors.
Huitziline's claim to fame? Now that sounds promising. But the battle took place hundreds of years ago. An investigation is bound to be difficult.
True, but Granny Eatsterly promised to help.
Is that so? I've tried.
Hey, don't complain!
Forgive me.
Paimon said you've been trying to figure out how to weave...
It is my duty.
Why bother? The scrolls always end up completed on time. So what's the point of...
If I may, this task concerns the history of... Memory is sacred to our tribe. I'm sure a great shaman understands that better than a humble junior like myself. Something this important cannot be left to baseless rumors. I know you don't concern yourself with the daily affairs of the tribe, Granny Eatsterly. Even so, as a priestess, I trust you wouldn't leave something like that to chance.
I get your point. Of course, the one time I wish... no.
Huh?
It's not important. Rest assured, Biram, with my help, the Traveler and Paimon will...
You have my thanks, then.
Huh. So are you here to test whether we're
You've already been tested, haven't you? Well, frankly speak, but that's not why I'm here.
Fine.
You've heard of the Battle of
Of course. It's our master's claim.
Then I'm sure you know there are the...
I did hear people arguing about...
It's disgraceful.
It doesn't surprise me. Natlan has had more tourism lately. A lot of people have started getting strange ideas after After all, everyone who took part in the battle has returned to the ley lines.
Well, it just so happens the questions I want to...
Listen, we know you were rivals.
You think she's like you? Someone who can't...
No, of course not.
Then let me finish. During the battle, we'd seen proud enough to pass it on to her
I don't think any of us have heard of it.
Listen, I'm not trying to take it for myself, so be honest. With or without it,
Yeah, no objections there. But
What's wrong with her?
Master's body of work is massive. No one student could hope to... Master had no choice but to recruit many students. Split up what... So even though we see ourselves as representatives of Citlali's School of Actually, I know of a shaman family that inherited some of Master's techniques.
But if they inherited Citlali's...
Well, it's the only thing I can think...
All right.
I'll mark it out on your map.
To be honest, I'm not up to... That's because the request came from you. You don't know the power of your own...
Proving the legitimacy of this battle seems...
Nothing we can do
Well, even if our investigation ultimately proves the legend... Although I'm here for business purposes, I have a personal interest...
That's exactly why I chose to follow you, Monsieur Montluçon.
Listen, I'm just updating you on the situation, not asking for your opinion. I don't really care whether you continue your investigation. And Traveler, you came to me for help with your scroll weaving duty, right? You thought looking into the Battle of Seven Colors could give you answers. That instead of wasting time, you might consider taking a
Respected Traveler, let's not forget about the compensation I promised.
What makes you say that?
Yeah, based on what you've told us so far...
You think so?
She claimed to be your friend, but picked fights with you non-stop by figuring out the truth behind the bat.
Closure? I'd say we're too...
Ah, that's what...
Alright, let's go visit the shaman family! Hello, are you Asia Man?
Yep, that's me. Huh?
Get up! In a crowded market like this, the only person who should be trying to hide is me.
My apologies. Ever since my grandfather's generation, the shamans of my family have given up on passing your trial, Granny.
Man, this is generation...
Whenever I misbehaved as a kid, Grandpa would tell me about the
Hey, don't get any funny ideas. This was your idea, remember? Keep asking your questions. I'm going to find somewhere quiet to wait.
Okay, so your family studied under Citlali, right?
Yes. Although, that pretty much ended with the techniques my family learned from Citlali didn't have much practical use in terms of tribal affairs. Turns out, shaman techniques aren't that useful outside the priesthood either. Of course, it's possible that we were just too foolish to understand the true power of those teachings. After all, Citlali was a genius.
Do you know which techniques were
I'm not sure.
Just think about it for a sec.
Decide the outcome of a bat? Besides, my family wasn't really known for our talent. If a technique like that exists, I doubt You might have better luck asking one of the priests. They're descendants of
Well, looks like we're back where we
Still no definitive evidence the Battle of Seven Colors took place.
All we have are non-witness accounts. We could put together an interview, but that's not going to hold up in academic circles.
Then we have to keep going.
Oh, you're investigating the Battle of Seven?
Yeah, you...
Not a lot, but there's something special about my... Say what you want about my ancestors' dedication to shamanism, but... And of course, the Battle of...
We don't need another story. We need something
I'm not sure if this is helpful, but the story passed down in my family is a little different from the one told in the tribe.
Really?
Well, it's Huitzilian's personal account of the... For example, in the version I heard, the battle took place in a location known as Chico Mostuk Cave.
That means you can tell us where to find...
Unfortunately, no.
I studied maps of Natlan before we left, Monsieur Montluçon.
Could your aunt...
It's unlikely. My family may have let the shamanism side of things fall by the wayside, but we're serious about these stories. In the words of my grandfather, some things deserve to be passed down more than secret arts.
If Huitzilin's version of events differs so much from the general understanding, that...
Yeah, that's disappointing.
Oh, hold on. You mentioned the Chico Mostuk cave?
Oh, yes? Can I clear...
It's been more than 200 years.
What do you mean?
That location is now known as the Valley of Fog. The Chico Mostuk cave is what it was called 200...
Precisely when Huitzilin was alive. That means, Monsieur Montluçon, we can confirm the original site of the battle. Once we get there, the evidence we need should be at our fingertips.
Just when we thought all hope was lost.
Save it. Flattery won't get you anywhere with me.
Wait! Mr. Montluçon works in publishing. You're
really?
Out of print, huh? Sure.
Well, if we're talking collectibles, then the first edition of Shogun Almighty Reborn as Raiden with Unlimited Power. It's the first major hit of the isekai genre. Several
A
editions
girl
have
after
gone
my
to
own
print,
heart. I
but
love you
copies of
some
the first
isekai.
edition are exceedingly rare.
I see.
There's also its sister work, Pretty Please Kitsune Guji. It was Yai Publishing House's attempt at gauging the new market. It's opened the door to a new genre after readers grew tired of isekais. Actually, Yai Publishing House released a limited edition.
Sorry, I'm not sure I caught all that.
These two titles are among the most successful and well-known works in the entire industry.
I'm a merchant from Fontaine, after all. Regarding this particular genre... Of course. Sounds like a perfect arrangement.
Once we get there, it'll take a bit more work to determine the actual location. Right now, all we have is a general idea.
Well, I'm sure Miss Citlali can help us with that.
How the hell is the mystery?
Have you even looked at the time? It's already evening.
Well, what do you think, traveler? Okay, we'll find a place to rest for the night. When should we meet tomorrow?
He's persistent, huh?
How about noon?
Do we have to wait that long?
Great shamans have important matters to attend to in the morning. That's only because I have
All right, as Miss Citlali instructed. Let's meet back up tomorrow at noon. We'll be waiting at the exit of the tribal settlement.
Oop, someone just died.
Sorry. I just wanted to ask, is Granny Eatsley...
Yeah, of course! You really helped us out.
Oh, good. I'm glad I didn't offend her somehow.
You're really that scared of her?
To be honest, Granny Eatsley almost never interacts with ordinary tribespeople like us. Everything we know about her comes from rumors. She's a powerful shaman who's lived for over 200 years. As a great hero, you're probably the only one who isn't intimidated by her.
Citlali?
That's quite considerate of you. All right, let's grab a few drinks. Just like last time.
Wait, didn't you say you had important plans tonight?
What did you think I meant?
Does that mean you've gone drinking every night for the past 200 years?
No, I've had enough socializing for one day. I know somewhere quiet. We can just buy some drinks and head over. Which will also give us a chance to solve the mind reading issue. Considering the necessary spell work, I'd rather do it in private.
Try and stop me! Full throttle!
Is this the place?
No, further up.
Further up? Whoa, this is like a secret base!
Sometimes I want the fresh air, but not the company. So I come here. Let's see if my stash is still here. Ah, great! The halberd crest birds didn't eat my snacks. Now for the mind reading issue. Give me your hand. It might take a little longer, actually. I just need to share my senses, make a clean break. And that should do it, right? You're not wrong. Hold on. Why do I still hear you in my head? Oh, did I not separate our senses completely? Maybe using my palm isn't enough? Close your eyes. Oh, please work, please work. A great shaman should be able to... Okay, what about now? Huh? And now? Huh. Whenever I try... That was just to help with the spell. For a human soul, to lose the boundaries of the mind is to drown in the sea.
Wait, that sounds bad! Is Citlali...
Anyway, we'll just have to leave it for now.
Hearing the Traveler's thoughts isn't that bad, right? You should just tease her, that's what Paimon would do.
It's just... sorry, I'm used to being Granny Eatsley. Someone intimidating, someone people are scared to approach. I don't have...
Yeah, Paimon's been wondering. Why do you insist on living so far away? You could...
When you live as long as me, a person is like a flower. The color draws you in. You water it to see it bloom. It rewards you with its fragrance, but it doesn't last. With the passing of the seasons, everything will... Even if the same plot of soil is covered in flowers the following year, that's just how it is. Most of the people in my life will be gone one day, just like a flower. Getting close means losing friend after friend for hundreds of years. Until the weight of their memories crushes my soul. If people don't care about me, then I don't have to care about them. It's better if the people in my memories are nothing more than fleeting strangers.
Citlali.
You won't live as long as me, so you don't have to worry about that. Really? Then you should understand. Traveler?
So cute.
Is something wrong?
Stupid mind-reading side effect won't...
Okay, she's definitely drunk.
I'm not drunk. Just gotta think of a response.
Uh-oh, not this again.
I'm fine.
Is she talking in her sleep or talking to us?
Bye. Gonna walk back alone. Coming!
This should be the place, but who knows if Citlali will show up on...
Ahem.
Citlali!
No need to sound so surprised. Drinking is just a way to... Last night doesn't count. It was a mind... The Battle of Seven Colors holds the key to a lot of the answers I've been searching for.
So that's why you're here so early.
Traveler, great shaman. Sorry to keep you waiting. Shall we head out?
Just follow me. I'll confirm...
Of course.
This should be it.
So the battlefield is inside this place.
That could explain a lot of our academic questions.
Don't lose focus. Once we get to the actual site of the
Everyone ready?
What?
So the Abyss invaded through a cave like this?
When the Abyss first began to corrode the ley lines, they took every opening they could get.
All the items here should be useful for our research.
You're not to touch a single one without my nod of approval.
I don't support invasive excavation techniques either.
Ah, of course. I'll defer to the experts on this matter. Well, shall we continue?
There are weapons here from every tribe in Natlan. The battle must have encompassed the entire nation.
Sounds like we're getting closer to what the legend describes. But all we can really say is that a battle took place here. There's still no evidence of any colors or some elaborate maze.
Wow, you're really invested in the Battle of Seven Colors.
Well, it's the reason I came to Natlan in the first place. Grudok, send some of your men to search the area. We might miss some.
All the bases. You got it.
Don't jump to conclusions. Of course this isn't the site of the actual battle. We have to keep going.
This wall is in our way!
I might have an idea. Traveler, try removing that sphere.
Whoa, we passed straight through!
It's very close to the technique Citlali might have used.
It just won't leave me alone. We'll kill you. Don't fuck around, Fatui guy.
That's it? Doesn't quite compare to the scale described in the legend.
Still, what a terrific archaeological find.
Enough chit-chat. We should keep going. The deeper we go, the more we'll find. Hold on. If we step here, we might fall through.
You mean there are traps in here?
Remember how we were able to pass through the wall just now? It must have been because on our person...
Whoa, you're right. We can keep going now.
Holy shit.
Wait, what was that? What is this?
Look! A maze made of colors.
It's real. I can't believe it.
Hold on. The quality of this space. This isn't reality. It's a...
Huh?
No. This is a space constructed using memories as a correct? Citlali?
What?
No. It's just a trait.
Friends, this is my question to you. What is our strongest weapon against the Abyss? After all, is it not after losing the capacity for memory, love, and compassion? That is why, with our memories, I have discovered the perfect medium for us to wield that. The more cherished the memory, the more vivid its color. As memories disappear, their color fades first. That guided by vibrant colors, your capacity for memory is what will allow you to navigate this maze. Without that capacity, Enemies will fail to cross the barrier in front of them and be trapped here for eternity. So, be brave, my friends, and march forward.
Any ideas, Citlali?
Sorry. It just...
Sounds like she left a tutorial. Not surprising. She always did have to handhold her talentless... Return to the skies!
There are monsters here too?
Abyss creatures. Likely trapped here for some time. Looks like a few monsters made it out of the battle all those years ago.
What's with these color-changing blocks? You and Citlali fell through all of a sudden. You scared Paimon half to death!
Must be one of the mechanics of the maze. I'm guessing the purpose is to help allies navigate this.
Oh no! More monsters?
Ah, shoot. They're blocking the way forward. Let's get rid of them. Bring it!
This place is so pretty. If not for those monsters, Paimon would have never guessed this was... Is this a bridge made of colors?
Don't sound so surprised. We just need to cross and we should reach the end.
We're out! Looks like we
Hold on. This is...
Whoa, so pretty! The thing inside...
It's like a miniature blueprint made from a special dye.
That color.
The dye was modified using a secret technique. Without that power, it's just a normal dye. I would say this is the most direct evidence that the Battle of...
The expert has spoken!
Perhaps I could take a closer look?
No, you may not.
What are you doing?
Ah, you noticed my signal. Not bad, Traveler. We make a good team.
Huh. So, you've been watching me.
A self-proclaimed book merchant who's never heard of Shogun Almighty reborn as Raiden with unlimited... I knew you were fishy.
Monsieur Montluçon, we just need a few pictures.
Shut it! I couldn't care less about preserving this piece of...
But then there would be no evidence to prove that...
What if that was my goal all along?
What?
Huh. Pretending to be a book merchant? Pretending to promote the history of Natlan and... But make no mistake. I'm no lowly merchant, but the dye in that sphere ruined all my plans
We've received a report that your advertisement in the paper makes false claims. Fontaine Law demands it be taken...
False claims? The dye I advertised is an unprecedented...
Unfortunately, its qualities are neither unprecedented nor unmatched. According to the lady who made the report, she saw even more miraculous. That substance date...
How? Creating this dye is the culmination of my entire life's work! You're telling me I'm hundreds...
Calm down, sir.
Sorry, it's just... I know this product will be... Fontaine's publishing industry is one of the best in the world! All we need to... We don't need to worry...
That goes against all of Fontaine's advertisement regulations.
What if I give you...
You're trying to bribe me?
Ooh,
Careful.
don't
I'm
piss
dangerously
off.
close to reporting this to Monsieur Novelette.
Yeah, don't fuck around with the Melazines.
I knew if I was just allowed to market my product, it would be a hit. But now, no one will... I will never accept that someone from this backwoods, ignorant nation could come up with that dye.
Even when the truth is...
Ha! Truth is in the eye of the beholder. All I have to do is destroy the sphere. Once my report is accepted as fact, no one can accuse me of making false claims.
That's awful.
That plan hasn't changed. I will continue to spread my... Ah, you mean a hero of Natlin who's not actually from Natlin? From a practical perspective, there's no reason...
Shows what you...
Oh, since you like rumors so much, have you...
Ah, the wrath of... I knew from the beginning that you would accept my invitation. You've lived longer than her. You're far... With the backing of the printing industry, I can take any book and send... And in my version, I can...
That's not real history.
That's a no, then? You're...
Done running your mouth? Good.
If this comes to a fight, per my contract, you're gonna have to go through me.
That's right. I didn't pay...
Wait! Aren't you subordinates of the cap...
The captain. United in the pursuit of Mora, we travel the land to collect debt.
Regrader?
The captain means no...
This man has the potential to become a giant in the printing industry.
It's all been a lie from the very beginning!
Just one more guy to beat up.
I don't care who you serve. You two! Time to end! Show no... Ow, ow, ow! Get to work! Pyroclastic surge!
This isn't good.
That's what you get for messing with the hero of Natlan...
When did this person get so strong? Not good. This is becoming more trouble than it's worth.
Hey! What about our contract?
Our boss never signs a contract without loopholes. Even a veteran businessman. Go home and read the fine print. The other stipulations have been fulfilled. I set up explosives around the... Oh, and for security purposes, all explosives have been rigged to blow at...
What?
I don't like the Regrader.
Supposed to wait until I made it...
That depends on how fast you can run. I'm off. Oh.
You think you can just waltz out of here? Traveler, stop them and...
If I'm caught, I implicate my boss.
Wait, don't!
Where are we? Back in the maze? Earthquake blink. She'll know how to... Let's see... Citlali! Oh, looks like it's not gonna be that easy. What should we do? The special color? The one you... You're right. Lead...
He triggered it just like that? If the technique isn't activated correctly...
Instead of a realm of memory, the if you cannot escape in time, it's mutual.
I knew it! Someone of your skill wouldn't leave behind memory fragments just to parrot instructions.
I appreciate the compliment.
This is no time for a reunion. The cave outside is about to Can you help?
You misunderstand, Citlali. I'm not.
What do you mean? This space can be manipulated, right? You just need to tell me.
The maze you saw earlier was constructed when people leave deep impressions on each other. These connections are particular. That is how I created my maze. The connections between the memories were my needle and thread. But if that color is crudely combined with an isolated memory, one without connections, you get a... This space is a combination of my color and your memory because there are no connections.
Over 200 years.
Well, at the very least.
That's only because you never gave me a moment's peace. Still, it's a shame you're...
Citlali.
But now that I have the chance to talk to you, your special technique, you didn't pass it on to your students.
So you figured it...
After what I saw in the maze and everything you just told me, But you never brought up the fact that you used it to win a battle. I'm getting the feeling you always meant for me to come...
Citlali, ever since you learned that technique...
You mean...
That color is the core of the technique. But it, more specifically, in truth, passing on the technique is a process of using that color to... Yes, the technique has the power to decide victory. But in my... You are fated to live a far longer life than me, Citlali. So I wanted to leave
your color.
One day, you too will want to leave behind your color.
I have to get out of here.
Citlali, what are...
I understand the true principle of this technique now. If I can't construct an exit, then...
But you could lose a portion...
I know. But my memory is just a blank canvas I've neglected for 200 years. My Traveler?
When you entered the realm of memory I constructed, I used your memory. After 200 years, someone has appeared by your side. The kind of person I could have never anticipated. The Night Kingdom harbors Natlan's memories, and the Travelers connect. This means that even without your tutelage...
What did you say?
Although she doesn't know how to wield it, that was enough to guide her to this... Well, Citlali, it looks like
Traveler? Traveler!
That's Citlali's voice!
This is goodbye, my friend. Your memories over the past 200 years are much more than a blank canvas. Cherish them.
Wheat ceiling.
Citlali!
Paimon! Traveler! Hold my hand.
Did we teleport out? Man, that place was so... Woo! We made it out just in time! Wonder what happened to the Fatui guy and the others.
He was most likely trapped inside that space, just like us. The external structures supporting that space would have collapsed with the ruin. Unless he managed to escape, he would have been crushed.
He still preferred that to being caught, huh? They were standing a bit further away, right? They...
Hello?
It's one of Maluson's employees! Quick,
I can explain. I had no idea Malu-san was such a terrible person. I'm so glad you man-
Either way, the guards will take...
I understand.
Anyway, I'm not here to harp on you.
He went that way, but I'm not sure if you can catch up.
That way? Huh. Unless he suddenly grows... Traveler, Paimon...
Try and stop me!
Hey, it's Elder Tlapo and a group of Ictomisaurs! They come...
Something felt off about him yesterday. So
My bank balance! No! No!
What's wrong with you?
That's one of the tricks Claw uses to scare people. He makes people hallucinate the thing that scares them most. It's particularly effective.
Serves him right!
I know. It was a lot to ask, making you...
Was that a declaration?
Forget about him for now. The Ictomisaurs will make sure Montluçon doesn't escape before the
Right! The special scroll! But the die is buried underneath a bunch of rubble now!
Don't worry. Witzeline's technique hasn't been lost at all. Come with me. Oh, and Traveler? Everything you said about memory, I finally figured out... I knew you'd want to tag along.
Full throttle!
Now, when it comes to weaving the scroll itself, you don't actually need to lift a finger. But if we're going to pass on Witzeline's technique, your participation is critical.
What are you saying, Citlali?
Follow me.
Whoa, look at this place. Do you weave scrolls too?
Scrolls. Scrolls? I thought you were going to show me your masterpiece.
That I am, old friend. The technique I'm about to show you directly relates...
Fine. What is it? Something that can turn the tide? You probably want to challenge me, right? I know you don't have the strength for a real fight, so I'll let you be.
Old friend, my life is nearing its end. I'm afraid.
Hey.
Don't worry. I trust in the belief of our tribe that death is not the end, but the beginning of a new existence in the Night Kingdom, where everything is made of memories. So, do you know why our ancestors insisted on using colorful, woven scrolls to record our history? Because history is the memory of a people. We give our scrolls an orange hue, so the dead can still feel the warmth of the setting sun. We decorate them with kernels of grain.
I know that, but something...
As your friend, I admit, I'm being a bit selfish. I don't have long, Citlali. Oh, I'm not sure I can truly explain my decision. But I know you will understand one day. for now.
Just this once. I understand now, Citlali. Just like you said I would. Claw, help me move this outside. I'm going to color it. Traveler, Paimon, come with me.
We are like birds, soaring through the horizons of time. I linger between brushes of memory, seeking the color of my final journey. When I get there, may there be feathers to paint the sky, shades of rose. And fields of green to beckon adventurous souls. And azure oceans with which to sail into the unknown. And volcanoes too, where, despite the danger, hidden treasure waits to be found. And graffiti art, of course. Without that color, just imagine the dullness of night.
Anything else?
In the end, I hope everyone remembers my color too.
In the end, I hope everyone remembers your color too. All in all, it was just a technique for coloring a scroll.
The task I'm entrusting to you is much more than that. Farewell, my friend.
I knew you would understand.
This is the special scroll. How did you... Hold on! You've lived for more than 200 years. You know how...
Oh, well, it's not like I wanted to interact with the appointed. So whenever... The fact that it turned into some kind of divine intervention is because...
You've carried the duty alone for all these years?
Traveler, the essence of that color is memory. That means passing the technique on to someone means sharing your memories with them, even though I only confirmed that today. And, well, ever since we...
Oh, yeah.
It was her final wish, so But Claw never stopped appointing new candidates to weave the scroll. Despite knowing exactly how I felt about the situation, I knew exactly what he was doing. And yeah, if I ever did share my memory this time, though... Take this. I guess it...
What is it?
If I had to choose my color, countless people exist in my memories. And I know one day that will be my... Since you have a long lifespan, you're the perfect candidate. Just keep it safe.
Whoa. It's a little early to talk about death, don't you think?
Isn't that what friends are for?
Okay, this is a serious commitment.
Actually, their mark is already there. Remember the mind-reading effect I couldn't fix? Sharing senses allows communication to occur between the consciousness of different... Although I didn't know it at the time, we both have the... And that connection is what...
So, you can hear the Traveler's thought, and that's why the Traveler could hear your thoughts too?
Quick thinking. But only those trained at. That's why I can still hear the traveler. There's no need to worry, though. Now that I lied. Hearing each other's thoughts actually depends on. So, after everything we just went through, I knew it. Since the connection between our memories is already there. Just messing with you. It'll probably take some time, though. So, bear with me for now. Besides, I'm an open book. It's not like you're gonna hear anything embarrassing.
Paimon is like, what are they doing? Are they having a conversation? Come on, have Paimon come behind. That'd be fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Some thoughts are...
That was funny. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a drink. Anybody's my grandpa had dog shit. Ugh.
Ah, you did it? Your investigation into the Battle of Seven Colors must have been fruitful indeed. I do hope you share what you learned.
Wow! The scroll is finished already!
Elder Talapo's wisdom is never wrong.
Yeah, we should explain. Take it away, Traveler!
I see.
You don't look surprised at all.
It makes perfect sense. History is the memory of a people. If we want to depict it, a dye derived from people's memories is, of course, the best choice. Now, it's just a matter of preserving this secret technique. From your description, it sounds like learning the technique requires the previous holder to share their memories.
Well, yeah.
In that case, I must work with our priests to reinvent the technique based on the principles you described. After all, memories are precious things, meant to be shared with those closest to us. I cannot take that choice away from you, Traveler. You completed your task admirably. Finding a way to carry on that legacy is now our duty.
Alright, we'll leave that to you.
Oh, and please pass along my thanks to Granny Citlali. We interrogated a Fontanian merchant she apprehended, and it turns out he is the reason some among our tribe started to question our history. He hired people to spread misinformation about the Battle of Seven Colors. The recent friction within the tribe is entirely his doing. We now have a record of his crimes, and will begin working with Fontaine authorities in a few days.
So he was behind the controversy in the first place. Guess it's easier to investigate when people are already questioning something. Anyway, that clears it up. People don't just question their history out of nowhere.
Until we meet again.
You told him everything, right?
Yep, we left out the part about your contribution, but it kinda seemed like Chief Biram saw through us.
You could have just said it was a gift from the spirits. I guess he is different from the previous chiefs. But if he figures out it was me all these years, I'm in for a world of trouble.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you.
Oh, it's the other Fontanian researcher. He wasn't taken away with his boss?
Please, call me Allie. After questioning, the tribe absolved me of any serious wrongdoing, so here I am. I'll be heading back to Fontaine soon. No employer means no funding, after all. But I wanted to finish my investigation first. I'd like to ask some questions about Citlali. I want people outside of Natlan to hear her story, but my understanding still has some holes.
Questions? Huh! Why should I let an Outlander tell our stories?
Don't misunderstand. I have no intention of twisting your history or using it to make a profit. It's just honest curiosity, I assure you. I believe amazing stories deserve to be shared with the world. Culture thrives through dialogue and exchange.
All right, you can ask your questions, but be quick. I have important plans after this.
Important plans?
Oh, thank you very much.
Another day, another drained social battery.
Oh, that! When it comes to...
You're telling me. Yeah, it's not gonna be easy. You might need to go to Yai Publishing House in person. But I don't need them right away. Just don't forget, okay?
Of course! We'll get them sent to you as soon as we can!
Sent to me?
And this is?
The key to my house. Don't bother knocking next time. You'll disturb my sleep.
Okay, got that done.
Instead of themselves to the heavens.
If you insist on putting yourself to the test,
Light it up!
then test it should be.
Show no mercy!
Wrath from the sky!
A dash of color brings the spirit to life.
All right.
Oh, great. I'm just being mean.
Citlali, it's Papa!
Bring it! Pyroclastic surge! Let the engines!
Very well. Consider your strength. Acknowledge.
Exhibit!
Hey, thank you for the follow. So far, so good. What am I looking for?
From this...
I'm out of gold. Out of Mora. I do. I play lots of games. Okay, I'm blind. Where's the gold? There it is.
Let's do this then! Yes, you are. Qualified after all.
Full throttle!
Yeah, I'm good.
Rev the engines! All right.
Another test subject.
Letting brave names echo!
I got careless.
You two! Time to end them! Let's ride! Alright, let's finish this match!
Another test.
Incinerate! Full throttle!
Let's hope you put the
Finish
gift
this
out.
match! Fulfill our pact! Lawson, seats pop up!
Light up the blazing sun! Try and stop me!
Do I have enough gold now? Probably not. Look at her smiley ass.
Add Astro. Thank you for completing. Add Astro.
Add extra Abyssosk.
Exploration and trials.
Just give me her
Adventuring
sword,
is right
God
up my
damn it.
alley.
crowd over there.
Hi everyone. I'm Sansa, and I'm I'm working on becoming a bard. Thanks.
All goes quiet on
Oh, that's
Star
horrible.
Snitch Cliff.
Ah, my ears,
High
my
in the
ears.
trees, no
Stop,
whiff of the
Sansa.
wind. No
Run
sign
away. They're running away.
of the birds. No flapping of wings. Then it goes. Pause.
Oh gosh, this is so embarrassing. I'm making a complete mess of this.
Yeah, you are.
I didn't get tongue-tied at all on the 42nd time, or the 90th time. So what?
The 42nd?
Yep. I rehearsed this 100 times to try and perfect my performance. So, this is my 101st time playing this song, but my first time performing it live. I really thought it would go well this time, but nope. I blew it again. Though not for lack of practice, surely. I guess I need to figure out what I was doing right on my 42nd and 90th attempts, and...
Right. That amount of practice should have been more than enough. If it still isn't working, maybe it's more a question of how you've been practicing. Actually, the Traveler here has loads of experience with performing music. Why don't you tell us what your method... And, Paimon can give you
Aw, that's so...
no...
Just things I jot down after each practice.
Whoa, this is denser than the encyclopedias in the Mondstadt library.
Well, my parents always hope... Well, I'm all ears. Where do you think I'm going?
Paimon never knew being a bard was such hard work. And still, his singing and lyre playing always sound really great.
Venti.
Tone Deaf Farm! Well, Paimon...
A what?
So it must have been a cat that stole the leaf, right? And with your allergies, you can't exactly go chasing it down.
I can help too, Venti. Your music, and, after we... Sorry, I know I shouldn't spring that on you. I was just worried if I stayed quiet now, I might be too shy to ask later. Wow, really? Okay, I'll just grab my... Wait, where's my notebook? Oh, it's right here. Sorry, give me a second.
But then, why did her performance go so badly despite all the effort?
I guess I just lack that natural... Let me think. Maybe it was a sense of yearning. Back when my parents forced me to stay in my room and study, I'd always hear this bard singing outside the window. His wonderful melodies and beautiful voice were like a soft breeze. Yeah, that's it. I wanted to be free and happy just like him. And like him, I wanted to share that joy with the whole world. But I get so nervous when I'm performing in front of a crowd. I try to mitigate that by doing plenty of practice to make sure nothing goes wrong. But... What?
Exactly. If you really...
So, I've got to be my freest, happiest self in order to share that with others.
In that case, Paimon will be the audience. Paimon is the most professional and freest audience...
That was my first ever successful performance. Once the music started, it felt like I became one with the wind.
The audience definitely felt it too. Look, even that cat came to check out the show.
Oh, Charcoal! So it was you! I'm sorry.
What was that in its mouth? Was it the leaf?
Charcoal! That belongs to Venti. You've helped me so much. I feel bad that I have no way to repay you.
Gone like the wind.
I can hardly believe I got a personal lesson from Venti himself. I must find time to thank him properly. Oh, and of course, I can't offer much, but why don't you take this songbook? It's from back when I was studying. I noted down all kinds of tunes from... Oh, and as well as tunes, I also collected all kinds of instruments.
All for my daughter.
I suck at these. I'm not good at these. Crisp single notes. Yeah, suck at those. I suck! I hate that. I hated that one too. Hello. Oh, I fucked up. But so far, so good. Okay, I did all the tutorials. Glad to hear that. Do you play more games? Yeah, I know what you're doing. I know exactly what you're doing. God, I suck at rhythm games.
Lately, we've been sleeping well and eating even exactly. Look, Paimon's tummy is so stuffed. It's all round and plump now. And now it's time for some rest.
We've got trouble. Cut that out, it's serious. Come see us in the speaker's chamber once you've cleaned.
No! Paimon's not done eating yet.
Go to the speaker's chamber.
I wonder if they've eaten. Or if they've even gotten up. Maybe I should buy some snacks? Oh, don't tell me something came up on their way here.
Relax. I'm sure they're fine.
Ah, there they are.
Oh, there we are.
See? Just like I said.
Mavuika, Citlali! We came running as soon as we got your message.
Thank you for coming all this way. Here. Well, you could certainly say that. I'll let Citlali explain.
Strictly speaking, I'm just passing on something I heard as well. You're aware that Mavuika's not the first Pyro Archon, yes? On occasion, there were those who... And now, the Wyab have sensed a special surge with... His name is Xbalanque.
Xbalanque?
Yes, that's him. According to legend, he was the greatest of heroes and leaders. And the...
Hasn't he been dead like...
Even in Natlan, it's impossible for someone as ancient as him to ever return. Still, hence why this really is...
Let me be clear about this. I did not mishear.
Don't worry. Both the Traveler and I have complete faith.
Yeah, that's the one thing I'll never be modest about. But the fact I'm not wrong...
As you can see, Citlali's even... Still, it's understandable. Waiting to find out the whole truth must be torture for a great shaman who can...
Mavuika, I hope you'll approach this with a measure of caution.
I do. Xbalanque's arrival will shake our nation. After all, we still don't know if he...
Wait! Do you think he'll come and find you?
Well, you can't just up and say...
That's actually pretty likely. Think about it. People in the same line of work tend to have some similarities.
I don't want to meet him! I haven't Anyway, my job was just to pass on the message and bring the Traveler over.
Wait! Where are you going?
Back to bed! You have no idea how much that scared me. I was up all night.
It's like I said before. Our cultural legacy shouldn't end. So, The pilgrimage of the return of the sacred flame has been given new meaning. We have chosen to turn it into... And this grand...
Ooh, that sounds awesome!
Heroes are drawn to tournaments like this. The news of Lord Xbalanque's impending resurrection may be a bombshell, but I believe that we should keep our focus on the pilgrimage.
Huh.
That's right. I've already informed the tribes that we'll be hosting the next, preparing supplies, cleaning up and remodeling the competition venue. Traveler, Paimon, you are our cherished friends and a part of our nation.
Paimon can do it too?
Of course. On that note, my two new...
Sure! We're here! This is our first stop!
Looks like someone's in a good mood.
Of course! Paimon's here as a special supervisor this time!
It's nothing. We've got pretty much all we need to do is talk to everyone and confirm how the prep...
Hold on a sec. Take a look over there! See that? Someone's fishing! It's them!
It's a quartet, you insolent ignoramuses! A quartet! How dare you treat the almighty Dragon Lord like a subhuman! If anything...
Why, hello there, Ahau.
We're fishing, Archon. Mualani says if we're lucky, we might catch someone really special.
Yeah, like that punk Xbalanque! Lowly servant! How dare you beat up the almighty Dragon Lord for some ancient fogey that you only know by name?
Ah, so you've heard about his impending return?
Oh no! Why is Xbalanque coming back now? Did we screw something up? We couldn't have Wow, that sounds just like...
Yeah.
To be honest, it's been bothering me quite a lot. Under normal circumstances, it shouldn't be possible for us to meet Lord Xbalanque, right? So, does this mean something's wrong?
Hey, we've got a bite!
Help! Help! Something's...
It's what's going to save your life! Are you having... Hold your breath for now!
Thank you. Well, would you look at that? You actually caught some people after all.
Thanks for your help. Otherwise, that sudden bout of leg cramps might have ended our entire surfing squad. The two of us are in charge of transporting supplies. After safely delivering some of the equipment, medicine, and a few...
Didn't warm up before going into the water, did ya?
Thank you. Thank you so much. We'll, leave you to it then.
We'll never forget how you saved us. We know you're busy though, so no need to worry about us. We'll see you around.
Well, you gotta give it to Mualani. When she wants something to happen, then it just happened.
Then it won't be long before she reels in Xbalanque.
I was just thinking, what if he enjoyed swimming like the rest of us? It's easy enough for anyone who loves the water to end up here. So I used some commemorative badges for the stadium as a special bait. He's never been to present.
And before you say anything, anything's possible. On the off chance this'll work, it's worth a try no matter how unlikely it is. Just like playing the lottery.
Well, what about you then? Given your personality, isn't your continued presence a
Ha! She saw right through you, my foolish lackey. Silly, naive child. Now.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind. But for now, what I need to do is check on the status. Seems like the people of the Springs have done a great job.
Yep, don't worry. We only came here to fish after finishing all of our work. We're all... Everyone at the Children of Echoes has been hard at work, too. I only came here after finishing my tasks for today. It looked like everyone else was about finished, too.
Huh. Now that's efficiency. Everyone, this iteration of the pilgrim...
Sure. Don't know why you'd worry about this stuff. You're always so ready to pounce on and fight just about anything.
Remind me again.
What are you doing to me, you son of a...
It's always a party with those three. Seems like we can check... Oh, wait, four! Those...
So I'm assuming the Canopy of Plenty is like somewhere, not Canopy, what are they called? Collective of Plenty is somewhere around here? Or are they somewhere up here? I think they're somewhere up here because I think Chasco is helping them.
Oh, there she is, right over there. Citlali! Didn't you say you were going to get some more sleep?
The chief came to me for help just now. Not like I can just ignore someone in need.
You didn't tell him that you stayed up all night?
I just told him about Shibalanke's imminent return, and told...
Right! You still got a reputation to maintain, huh? Can't have people thinking Granny Citlali would lose sleep over something like this.
Now you're making fun of me too, huh? And you! Do you also think I'm just trying to keep up appearances? And you too! What about you, Mavuika?
No, of course not. Relax, Citlali. Shibalanke was no ordinary person.
If that's what even the two of you think, then my worrying seems even more unnecessary. All right, I get it. That's just the kind of paranoid old hag I am. That means I can go get some shut-eye then. You can... The chief should be overseeing the preparation of the woven scrolls required for the tournament right about now. And...
Come on, you're
All right then. Good night, everyone. And don't go thinking that Granny Citlali doesn't like hanging...
Find Auroron.
Full throttle!
What if I put this piece of rope here? No? Then...
No way, bro! The baby Kukasaur talks.
Auroron's talking to someone. What you up to, Auroron?
Oh, hello.
Oh dear. A bird?
No, a juvenile Kukasaurus. This one looks a little different from the others, though. Yeah, a very special look indeed.
The heck are you on about? Whoa, he's quick on his feet. That retort was instant. For real now? Do you even hear yourself, bro? Did Paimon... Oh, wow. No way,
Don't worry about him. He's just... How should I describe him? No, he's an assistant at Aoife's clinic, and one of my friends. His name is Kukuku.
The heck are you out about? Oh wow. No way, bro.
Yeah, that's what he does. Those are all Aoife's catchphrases, so Kukuku picked them up after hearing... The last time I delivered some vegetables to the people of the springs, I ran into Ahau, who was there for a soak in the hot springs. Eventually, Ahau got really agitated and just started immediately...
How unbelievably childish. No less than I...
They went on like that for an entire
Wait, how do you know that? Did you stay and listen to them?
Yeah, I did. It was so dumb I couldn't look away. Anyway, I'm here because I'm trying to... Then how about...
Sorry, you're trying to do...
We've never seen someone so ancient come back to life before, right? So I wanted to see if I could intercept him. See, this is the trap that I made. I've used it before. It's quite good at catching wild animals.
No.
Don't worry though. See, I've even made a notice board.
Good luck catching anyone with this. And what are you planning on doing with the poor guy when you catch him anyways? Stick him in a stew?
No. I just want to see what he looks like, and then I'll probably invite him to our...
I'll admit, I didn't take you for the actively hospitable sort.
Well, a chance like this doesn't come every day. I wanted to give it a try, so...
He says that, yet all of these look like a hunter's lethal handiwork.
I see. In that case, I wish you success. If you do manage to catch a wild Xbalanque, please, let me know. I'd love to come and watch the fun.
Hey, not you too!
If the real Xbalanque does show up, a trap like that won't hurt him. We all have faith in him. After all, he was the first Archon of this land.
That's right. That's also why I stuffed several layers of cushions and hay in there. If he really triggers the trap, he can just sprawl out and take a nap.
For real now? Do you even hear yourself, bro? Bro, stop! You're driving Paimon insane over here! Oh, wow. No way, bro.
That, I think I'm gonna, when that character comes out, if his little cuckoo sword talks, man.
Well, if you got time for this, then you finished prepping for the tournament, right?
You took the words right out of my mouth, Paimon.
So that's it. We, Masters of the Nightwind, are broadly responsible for the woven scrolls and mental support. I have expertise in exactly neither of those, so I provided some amazing supplies. The others even praised me for the quality of my produce and even asked me about how to grow such great...
You've gotten quite good at dealing with people.
Yes. I think I've rediscovered a bit of that feeling I had in my childhood.
Seems like things here are going smoothly. In that case, we'll check on how things are...
Bye, Auroron! Good luck with the... See you later!
So he also knows how to say goodbye.
Huh? Alright. See you later, my bros.
Oh, Mavuika. Oh, shoot. What are you doing here?
Shilonin? What a coincidence.
Oh, hey there, Shilonin. Did you come here for work?
Auroron. Did he sell me up?
Nope.
She's avoiding me. There are a few big people. I went straight to her place because I was worried she might refuse, but each time there was nobody home, and the neighbors said that she was busy. Turns out, she...
Wow! She literally ran away from home just to avoid taking work from you.
Okay, that's enough about me. What are you here for?
Yes, and to see how everyone's doing while we're at it.
Oh, Xbalanque?
Wait! Have you been so busy...
Yeah, I'm still trying to wrap my head around it, but if that's what Citlali said, then it has to be true. Everyone's reaction makes sense too. Who wouldn't want to see the first Archon?
This isn't a bad time for it to happen either. The war has only just ended, and With their long-standing goals suddenly gone, I met a warrior from the People of the Springs near the speaker's chamber a few days ago. He spent the entire afternoon pacing around the area. I asked if anything was bothering him, and he said that he used to train for battle every afternoon. But now that the crisis is resolved, he doesn't know what to do with himself.
Paimon can definitely see that. It's tough when what you've been doing all along suddenly stops being necessary. That's why you want to hold the pilgrimage again, right? To help everyone find a new goal?
That's right. We will have competition take the place of ceaseless battle. It'll give us an outlet for our pent-up energy and offer a reward for the blood and sweat we've put into improving and growing. That's the meaning of the pilgrimage of the return of the sacred flame today and in the future.
Sounds pretty good to me. But, how do you feel, Mavuika?
About Xbalanque, you mean?
Shouldn't you be, a little more nervous? He's our nation's progenitor. You sure he's not coming to just supervise your work?
You sound like someone who's finally gotten the chance.
Hey, don't put it like that. All right, maybe a little. It's not every day that someone who could bring you down and not shows up.
I knew that's what you'd think. Don't worry. If the real
Really? How?
No spoilers, just...
Wait, you have a playful side...
Of course she does. This whole glorious righteous leader thing is just one...
Tragically, this is how my longtime companions think of me. Shilonins always say...
Hey! Don't just put words into my mouth like that. I've only ever said...
Sure, whatever you say. Come on, Traveler, Paimon. Let's head to our next stop. Oh, and Shilonin, now that you've been busted, be sure to stop at my office and pick up the documents I left for you. I wrote down everything...
Good night.
And she's fallen asleep, just like that.
Well, she's gotta wake up eventually. Let's go.
Let's ride! Rev the end!
Doesn't seem like there's anyone around.
Does that mean the preparations are going smoothly?
Of course, without a doubt. I'll be honest, I'm more concerned about how everyone's doing than how the amount of rest they get will directly impact their tournament performance. It's my hope that everyone is eating and sleeping well, so they can enter the stadium full of anticipation.
What are you guys doing here?
Oh, it's Cheska!
It's been a while. How have you been?
Great!
Things have been good on my end, too. How about you?
Same old. Back to the grind. Flying around to break up fights when they break out. Taking walks with my family when I'm free. You know, the usual. That said, I haven't had much work to do lately.
I take it that means there haven't been many fights?
Yeah, the war just ended, and the bonds between people have grown a lot stronger in the process. Hard to start fights like that. I don't mind, though. More time for me to zone out. I just sit at a lookout point and tend to my weapons. The fresh air is also great for my mood.
Sounds like you've been doing well, then.
What are you talking about? You should know the ups and downs I've been through better than anyone.
So, how have preparations been going here at the Flower Feather Clan?
Ah, so that's why you're here. In that case, I'll take you someplace where you can see the situation. Follow me.
So this is the place.
Yeah. You can see our whole camp from up here. We trained like this back when we were fighting against the Abyss, too.
You can see people talking and laughing, some holding boxes, others pushing carts. Even some who are using some kind of special equipment to scan the skies.
It's you, Pyro Archon! And the heroes of Natlan, too!
Ah, shucks. Heroes of Natland? Paimon's feeling kinda
What brings you to the Flower Feather Clan? Are you here to check on our work for the pilgrimage?
That's right.
Please, rest assured, everything is going off without a hitch. Everyone is in good spirits as well.
Coach? Oh, is Ian-san here too?
Hey!
Please rest completely and totally assured that with us here, we'll get all the tasks.
Whoa, they're all so reliable. Didn't even break a sweat.
Special.
And that's why they call you tough.
Paimon agrees. In fact, after staying in Natlan...
So you think it's something about this place?
Yeah, exactly. Now Paimon often finds herself thinking, compared to those super tough battles we've...
I'm glad you feel that way. It's not often that people can focus on the silver lining after everything that's happened.
The wind is rising. I think I hear... I'll head out on patrol. Have a nice chat, and just let me know if you need anything.
I'd say that it's... We've already checked up on each of the tribe's progress, and everything is going smoothly. Well, we didn't quite get around to the Children of Echoes, but from what Kachina says, and seeing how Shilonen's doing, it seems they're fine. No need to check up on them. So, that's it for the day. The only thing left to...
Wait, so you mean we can get a...
Say no more, or my hair might spontaneously combust. Come on, just show us the course already. Burn it down! Rev the engines!
You mean this entire thing?
If it's for the pilgrimage, it's gotta be grand. Yup, this round counts as a knockout round. There'll be
Oh, you're keeping...
Yeah, everyone loves a good duel. It really gets the adrenaline pumping, and a warrior should always feel fortunate to meet their match on...
That's the most Natland thing Paimon's ever heard. This tournament, too. It's just so... Well, the competition's all about chasing the kindling, and...
Well, I'm glad you found this helpful. No problem.
Whoa, Mavuika looks so excited. Do you think that she seems a little bit different after the war and all? Like, You know, maybe in her sense of playfulness, she seems less serious than before. More willing to just loosen up and have fun. Whoa, you heard too? Oh, so that's why you called us. Wait, Coach, what about Paimon? This.
I'm ready. Live commentary, huh? Very nice. It's a piece of cake.
Huh? Did you hear that? Ah! Enemies incoming! Be careful!
Full throttle! I gotta say, this is pretty interesting.
Come on! You said you wanted to challenge people, so let them rise to the challenge! Good job, contestant! Here, have some water!
You're too kind. Thank you, my dear audience. And thank you, Coach.
Maybe it can't detect anyone under a certain height. Oh.
It's a for example, take the chase at the start. I feel like
Ooh, you're really thorough.
also about the vertical section. It's only so-so, and contestants might get also.
A ball launcher?
It's been a long time since I saw gear like this. This game can be played by two. Want to give it a try? Great.
Come on, Traveler! You can beat her! That was a thrilling game! Paimon was on the edge of her...
You played well. No, we should be thanking you. Both. Oh, Looks like I also have you to thank for her negative views about me. How much would you say you contributed? 30%?
30%? Please don't blame your problems on me.
You know what they say, embrace. Bye, see you soon.
See you soon, Coach.
She's like, don't call me that. Don't call me that.
It's not every day I get to call Yansan that.
You kinda enjoy messing with people, don't you?
Really? I never noticed. Anyway, we've been out and about for so long. You must be hungry.
Well, okay, Pilot.
Hey there, boss. I'm here with some guests. I'll have the...
Ah, Pyro Archon. Welcome, welcome. It's been a...
Boss, this is the Traveler, and this is Paimon.
Hi there.
Greetings to you both as well. You'll have the same as before.
Ah, we worked out today.
So what is the usual? Oh, come on, Traveler. You've never been so stingy even when we were low on Mora, so why are you
You two are...
If someone's down in the dumps, your banter can cheer him right up.
For real? So...
Just leave it to us. Please wait a moment. Your food...
All right, eat your fill, Paimon, but just remember...
What? Food coma? Huh. Don't know what you're talking about. Paimon will be there on time, don't you worry.
Don't worry.
Really? Speaking of your ways, Mavuika,
Oh, that? Shibalanke is a native of Natlan. The records speak of him as a wise, brave, and upright man, and refer to him as the first son. People like that tend to be like me, passionate about competition. The more they disdain dishonest ways of winning, the more... You could call that a trait shared by all the heroes of Natlan. They're full of energy and passion, and despise victories born of deceit. Conversely, they're constantly drawn to things that are full of hope and excitement.
You mean Shibalanke might want to take part in this upcoming pilgrimage?
It's not a matter of might. He will. It's precisely because such an important figure will be participating that we must prepare the best tournament possible. Checking in on the various tribes was also to ensure that we'll be prepared to give him a warm welcome. So, all we need to do is to look for him in the stadium on that day. As the first Pyro Archon, he should have no problem running away with the whole competition.
But isn't it a bit unfair for the Pyro Archon themselves to participate in such a tournament? After all, everyone else is just an ordinary human.
When Shibalanke ascended to Archonhood, he did so as a human. I see no problem in allowing him to participate in this event as a human from ancient times. Also, my ineligibility for this event is not due to being Archon, but due to my obligation to serve as host and judge.
Huh. That's kind of like your life as Archon. You haven't lost your human side, you're just too busy to indulge it.
Oh, another good summary.
You're working on an autobiography?
No, I was joking. Even Shibalanke didn't write one, so why would I?
Then, can Paimon? So many dishes and such huge portions, too! Paimon spies mountains of meat as well! Wowee!
You...
Wait, what?
Our Archons always had a healthy appetite. Please enjoy the food while it's still hot.
Judging the state Paimonator song.
Is that okay?
Of course you can. All right, I'll leave you here.
Alright, good night! How do you feel? Want another drink? Then how about something? Why are you looking at Paimon like that? There's always room for dis-
Lord Shibalanke is coming back, huh? Well, I didn't see that coming. Wait.
What kind of idiot do you take me for? I mean, we just managed to defeat the Abyss for good and fulfill the wish of all the—
Yeah, if he's here to help, the war's already over. And if he isn't, I just had a terrifying thought. What if he's actually some kind of villain who's come to steal our victory? Isn't that how—
What? No, don't be ridiculous. Novels are just fiction. Don't you dare— Also, even if what you said were true, I don't think our Archon would lose. We all saw that one punch of hers. The power in it was like—
Yeah, I agree, but I bet Lord Shibalanke is no slouch either.
Well, as someone living in this age, I've got to vote for our Archon, right? Live in the now, seize the day, and all—
And now that you mention it, a fight between those two—
Alright, enough with that nonsense. It's already super—
The way they're talking about the Archons dueling each other, yeah, they really... Alright, Paimon's done eating. Let's head back and get some sleep. Time sure flies, huh? The tournament's taking place tomorrow morning, so let's get some sleep while we can. Hey, wake up, wake up! Oh no, we've over... Ah! Paimon can't believe it! Mavuika totally called it! How could we have been so careless? Is this what people mean when they say you get...
Hey there, how are you feeling?
Mavuika, why are you here? Isn't the tournament about to begin?
Yeah, we're about to start. I'm here to put on your helmets and get on the bike.
Huh? Can we make it in time?
We'll take a shortcut. Sit down and sit tight. Rev the engines!
We're speeding, right? We have to be speeding!
Oh, come on! If this counts as speeding, Mualani would have been arrested a long time ago.
Paimon's entrusted her life to you for so long, but only today has she realized just how unhinged the two of you are! So much air! And Paimon's stomach! Oh, knowing Barbados, he'd probably crack up if he heard that!
Huh? Barbados? Right, I almost forgot that you're friends with him, and the other Archons too. Introduce me when we get the chance, would you? Never hurts to make some new friends.
Sure! Our friends are yours too!
Don't open your mouth so wide. The venue is just up ahead. Sit tight.
We won the bet! We won the bet!
That's right. Pay up a how.
Yeah! Pay up a how!
Pay up.
Darn it!
How do you like that? A short Flame Strider show to start us off and to
Sure pulled off that stunt pretty neatly.
How can you call that a stunt? Wait.
Everyone, welcome back to the pilgrimage of the return of the Sacred Flame. Bored? Heard it all before? Not to worry. We're doing things differently from now on. The Abyss no longer threatens us day and night as it once did. My comrades, my friends, thank you for your hard work and From now on, the pilgrimage will no longer serve as the prelude to a war waged to defend our land. It remains a trial to determine the strongest among us, as well as a stage upon which to showcase your individual growth. Today marks the beginning of yet another legendary saga, one written in the triumphs of the victors. So without further ado, let the tournament begin!
Yeah! Heck yeah! Who's gonna be the new champion?
Now then, you two. You'll be the mobile supervisors, moving with the contestants as they progress.
Leave it to us! We're the best!
Oh, and one more thing. If you find any leads on Lord Shibalanke, please pass them on to me. Thanks. I'm counting on you.
Let's go check on everyone and see if we can find any leads on Shibalanke before things kick off. Oh! Hi there, Eon-san! Are you... That's fair. Can we ask you something then? Got it, thank you! Huh? Thank you, Coach. Paimon feels like even her blood is boiling.
Ha!
Woo!
Oh? Well, hey there, Traveler and Paimon. What brings you here? You... I'm not buying what you're selling.
The Traveler means it. Still, Paimon didn't think you'd be taking part.
Though not a violation Normally I stay out of this kind of event. Don't want to put too much pressure on everyone else. But we're celebrating the end of the war here, so I'll give the occasion the respect it deserves.
Good luck then! Make sure you show off your super majestic side, alright?
Well, aren't you the sweet talker today? Too much... Anyway, thank you both. I'll remember your words of encouragement and do my best.
So, what was that? Ha! Thing all about? Some kind of strange...
Of course not. I was using my power to search for Lord Shibalanke. To be more precise, I was trying to look for him in the world. Still, nothing so far. But...
Yeah, we don't have any leads yet.
Be on your way now. Oh, and take care of yourselves too. Granny Eatsley will display her dashing self on the competition grounds soon enough.
Gonna take part in the tournament? Best of luck. You can do it. You're reliable as always, Kanich.
Two, three, four, two, three, four.
How's the warm-up going, Kachina? Feeling good?
Oh, hey, you two. Yeah, I'm feeling great. Ready to get... I mean, I don't know if I'll be able to win again, but as long as I learn something from the experience, that's enough of a win for me.
Yeah, having the right mind...
Yep.
Oh, by the way, have you seen anyone who...
Lord
Lord Shibalanke? A powerful figure like him is sure to attract... I haven't seen anyone like that, though. So he probably hasn't all right. Thanks, Katrina. We'll go take... I will. Seems like we still haven't found any useful clues. Maybe we should just go back and check in with Mavuika. We're back!
Ah, supervisors. Your report, please. How...
Madam Host, the contestants are doing great, and the competition... However, when it comes to Shibalanke...
No leads, huh?
Not what you
Not necessary. Still, let's go give everyone a warm welcome before we... I believe we're all warmed up. Now, take your positions. This iteration of the pilgrimage is the perfect chance for us to bid farewell to the past. Now go forth and soar. Faster, remember what brought you here, and keep pushing forward. This tournament begins now!
Alright, ready or not, here I come!
There's Mualani, a natural sports star. She's not gonna stop.
I've got this. This round's in the bag.
Kanich is coming up to the trickiest parts of the...
How's he so fat?
The gap between our competitors is increasing. Oh, contestant could...
This part's rough. So annoying.
She's all the way back there.
Competition has entered its final phase. Who will emerge victorious? We're about to find out.
Our champion has emerged!
That's amazing! Yeah, that's our Kanich! I knew he'd win!
What? So not only is the little punk hard to kill, but he's good at fighting too?
You beat me fair and square, Kanich. People always talk. It's funny. I was thinking to myself earlier that I might have a shot at winning.
Come on, dude. What are you talking?
Losing. You've more than proven yourself, too. Yeah.
You're both so good. But wait!
Wait, aren't we? Now that you mention it.
Huh? Are you saying that you beat Shibalanke then?
That's impossible, right? Could he have placed so well because...
You mean, he might...
Wait, I'm
I've got it! Lord Shibalanke...
Wait, that doesn't make any sense. This is...
Whoa, did Paimon say something? Still, that guy was almost too good, wasn't he? We've never heard of...
Reflecting back on it, it wasn't because I could sense. Please, excuse me. There you are. No, unimaginable. But I know, beyond any doubt, that you are Shibalanke himself.
Huh? Who's that?
Isn't that Mauso? Like, Tato's grandson? When did...
What are you talking about? He's been standing there this whole time.
Wait, so...
Ha! Ha! Well...
Huh? That...
You recognized me? Perceptive. No less than expected of this era's pyro art.
Forgive me for asking, but...
I didn't even make it to the final 32.
No! This is a joke, right?
Out of my way! I've got to see Lord Shibalonke.
Please, remain calm, everyone. Lord Shibalonke is...
She's calling us! Quick, let's go! Hey, wait up!
Interesting.
Okay, this should be far enough. Sorry for Lord Shibalonke.
Oh?
Oh no.
You mean you've never hosted a long dead guy on his first trip home before? Wait, really? Hang on, you're telling me that neither you nor your companions know that I, Shibalonke, was totally hilarious?
All the woven scrolls regarding your life depict you as a wise and upright As for your sense of humor, no sources...
I see. In that case, allow me to reintroduce myself. I am...
Wow, talk about being overly familiar.
And these two are?
Allow me to introduce the Traveler and Paimon. They're...
I see. I was about to say, why did a child follow us all the way here? And there's where you'd be wrong. This body belongs...
I see. Your physical body could...
No need to worry. My existence has not affected this child in any... I have my own plans. And alas, this borrowed body is a bit lacking when it comes to exercise, and hasn't really trained any aspect. I tried my best at the tournament, but...
Oh, that explains why you couldn't...
I wish that was the only problem. I'm simply unable to do a lot of... Also, you've got to be twice as careful in a borrowed body. If I pushed him too...
Indeed. Still, the great shaman Citlali...
Oh, is it time to get... him? In any case, you've already touched on the topic. I did indeed strike a deal with the ruler of death. She once asked me why I prayed for her power as a mere mortal. I convinced her with the promise of perpetual existence and the everlasting flame of life. So, I told her that the plan would be a grand, long-term one. One in which victory would not come for some time. Certainly not with... She assented to my request, and became an observer of our tale. Seeing her interest, I also asked that I...
So your return...
More like a bet I made with her. Even gods have things that pique their interest. I bet correct...
How do you...
Oh, I like it a lot. Could you tell me more?
As you know, ours... I'll skip over the most ancient parts, and the disaster struck suddenly. And Natlan was... But even when thrust into battle against the Abyss, fate and the passage... All the Pyro Archons in the last 500 years have devoted their lives. As for me, I decided to head 500 years into the future. That is, the present. So I might finally bring together our people's resolve. Of course, I had prepared for the worst. That I would awaken to naught but monsters, corpses, and ruins where our nation once stood. Had that happened, there would have only been one thing left for me to do. Fulfill my final duty as a warrior, and then witness the end of the world helplessly. Still, the outcome proved that our faith was not misplaced. This victory, and the miracle that it created, is the greatest reward for all who gave everything to protect our realm.
Yeah. Had anything gone wrong? Whether in the past or in the now?
I have always believed you to be shrewd. Surely, such a Natlan was only able...
All these millennia later, and the people of... If future generations will call me the one who created the rules and initiated the plan, then you, beginnings and endings, creation and...
Please, you're too modest.
And that's the You see, you don't have to worry too much about my second life.
What?
That's why I said... Besides, no one ever said I was actually going to return and stick around for years and years. Still, I've got to say, it has not been an easy trip. After being resurrected, I woke up in the home of a normal boy, and once I finally made it to shore, I decided to take a stroll and see the sights.
He
Only
fell
to step
for all
into
the
a
traps
trap
and
along
shit.
the way. Thankfully, the bottom was pretty soft.
This is so embarrassing.
After countless trials and tribulations, I finally managed to sign up for the tournament. But then, I ran... Oof, you guys in the...
Well then?
Oh, what a great question. I was just about to get to that. You're a pretty considerate gal. So, I do have a... I managed to participate in the pilgrimage, but alas, my...
Why is he stealing grand...
Well, now that I've said it, care to help? Ahem. See, I was also quite the formidable warrior in my time.
Very...
Yes.
Using your current bot?
Don't worry. I'll find a suit. The first sun. The ardent sun. From the moment I first saw it. Surely you shall not refuse me this battle. O inheritor of my ancient name, the burning sun, Kiongozi Mavuika. Brilliant. In that case, let us free ourselves.
What is this place?
Is this a temple?
This is the land of the sun, created by my soul. Me, you, and you. The sun, the other sun, Blessed One 1, and Blessed One 2.
We've been blessed.
The sun will remember the most virtuous stars. You are hope itself. The most radiant, most important friends we could have. We have invited you here.
Huh. I see. We've
That's right. As I said, I knew you to be a born warrior. The great Xbalanque, impressed upon a child's body, found less than a third of his... But here, we meet as what makes a true hero? Someone strong of... Which of these are...
Well said, Xbalanque. You and I both know we'll never meet a better match to...
Indeed. That's as a citizen of Natlan, as the Pyro Archon, as an opponent from across the millennia, let us have a fair and honorable duel.
Our fight will end when the flame is extinguished.
Fine. You ready?
Ooh. Ooh.
No. In war, there's no time for that.
The fire's out. Let's stop here.
That was cool. I like that.
That was an exhilarating battle, Mavuika.
You just...
Come now. Can't you tell I was Yet still, you actually won. I've always seen myself. I bear the name Kiongozi, the leader of our people. After countless generations, this name came to you. and you used the This battle has been most meaningful. Take, for example, your strength. It is at once ruthless and gentle, both tenacious and sharp. You neither overwhelm your opponent with sheer power, nor defy them with only your strength of will. It is thanks to heroes like you that this war was won. Your victory granted me this chance at a second life. Even the darkness of death that once enveloped me has been dispersed. Allow me to give you a present.
Ooh, there's a prize?
My journey is complete, and I have no more need for my remaining. Use it to awaken those you wish to see the most. Sure.
What? So it's a...
Though Natlan possesses incredibly unique ley lines, though we both became Pyro Archons in life, we were still born into this world as
The past lives on in my memories. Meeting someone we can no longer see again will only lead to more...
Mavuika?
They were right.
They?
Your parents, sister, comrades, and friends. Those who walked with you, and those who left you behind. Those who crossed blades with you, each and every one. Mavuika, has one granted the special privilege to Dear Mavuika, our esteemed Archon, leader of our people, how have you been doing? There are so many things we want to say to you, but if we really were to say them, they'd just be those simple, heartfelt words. The war is over, Mavuika. All our efforts had meaning, and all our struggles bore fruit. This is the fairest. May you be happy in this era of peace. May you eat well, sleep well, always be full of energy, and never forget that we will always love you.
These are all words spoken by the people from the...
Thank you. Those who have gone before will never forget you.
Mavuika, my dear child, though we have ascended to Archonhood, never forget that we are still human.
Why so formal all of a sudden? Seriously.
Huh? Mavuika?
Ho ho! Leaving all...
Since we're done with all the serious stuff... Shibalanke. Doubt you...
Never even heard of such a thing to be...
Ooh, are you gonna take it?
You're coming too. Come on. It's time for us to live as we please. Helmets on, sit tight, and don't fall!
Is this a board you can use to ride on the water? Playing with this stuff is part of everyday life, then?
Yeah, we're living good!
I wonder if I would have ever become Pyro Archon if we had had these gadgets around back then. I might have had a bit too much fun with them.
What? That would be terrible!
Agreed. Good thing they were only invented after I died, huh?
Looks like I really am better after all, for becoming Pyro Archon even with all this temptation around.
Point Mavuika!
The hands of our friends at the Children of Echoes are as skilled as ever. They were already famed in your era, right? This spike was built by their most talented artisan in this age. Speaking of which, we just passed them by. Sweet!
Is that Ochkanatlan? Sure brings back memories.
Oh yeah, that was built in your time, right?
It's long become a landmark. Very popular with tourists, so I hear. They think it's a lovely place.
Is that so? So that's how you all see it.
Paimon thinks so too! It's especially stunning if you look at it from a spirit way.
The story Memories of the past become things people aspire to in the future. It's just like what they say. The apex reached by those who came before will become the everyday goals of those who come after. Everything is constantly changing for the better.
That's good. That's how it should be. I'll bring those words back to the Night Kingdom and share them with everyone there.
Oh, you can see the people of the springs from here.
They seem to be enjoying life. Just like the people of Natlan back then. All kinds of things might happen during the day, but as the sun sets, you can always count on the people of the springs to relax by the water, playing their instruments and dancing their worries away.
Because that's their way of life.
Precisely. And so it is for every tribe. No matter how many years have passed, for the people who live here, some things will never change.
Well, you're the one most qualified to say something like that. So, what do you think? Satisfied with what you saw?
Very much so. Speeding across the water, the warm breeze against my face, it makes me very happy. I really do adore this world, just like a plant adores the sun. Thank you, Mavuika. This has been a wonderful trip.
Lovely things are meant to be shared.
I'll admit, not that I'm complaining. This old man's had a great day today. I can still remember how nervous you looked.
Oh.
Yes. Well, time to go. Don't forget.
Aw, already? Paimon's gonna miss you. See you later, Shibalonke.
I can... Well, thank you for accompanying me this whole time. Yes. After the end of the pilgrimage, we hold up. There will be good food and plenty of it. You guys are gonna love it.
Do you think there'll still be any food left?
I'm sure the feast has already started, but don't worry. She's very reliable. Leave.
So she probably
Yeah, I told her as much too. Seems like they've prepared the thing.
What thing?
See that row of braziers over there?
Oh, so that's what they are.
Here, watch this.
Whoa, they're beautiful!
This particular kind of brazier is called a signal flame, and is reserved for those coming back. Those returning to the tribes must light them with their own hands. Even if you're surrounded by darkness, never forget. Your
Archon, Traveler, Paimon!
We had a long... More than well. Ship along...
So the only reason Lord Shibalonke didn't win the tournament...
That's right. But don't feel disappointed on his... He had many revelations during this journey. And as he said,
No matter how many times Paimon hears it, it's still so funny.
Strong in both bodies.
I'd say our champion Kanich fits.
Indeed. Kanich, you... A toast to our champion!
Cheers!
Hey, look!
Huh? Where am I?
Hello, Mausau. You're awake. This...
Huh?
It's so long, even my lowly...
I see. I feel like I dreamed a very long dream. I was super strong in that dream, too.
It wasn't a dream. Your body did...
You know, Mom and Dad always say that my health isn't the best. And I'm...
Really? Like Pop?
Yeah, I feel amazing.
Then go and train hard.
Yeah, as long as you put in the work, you'll do great.
Yes. You'll turn out to be a truly...
Yeah. Oh, but the pilgrimage was only half of...
Really?
I think it was...
That was...
Huh?
I was hoping to save this until late. Namely, that we crowned another champion today. Lord Shibalanke. In the end, I won by the...
Wow!
This is no...
Look at Mulan jump.
Yeah!
Amazing.
Come on, everyone, let's have another toast. For our Archon this...
Very well.
It has been a super long and exciting day, yeah?
Yeah. It's... Of course.
Oh, right. Mavuika, the...
No. In battle, there's no...
That was very good. That was a really good character quest. I thoroughly enjoyed that. We could do that this weekend. Okie dokie.
Yeah.
I just murdered them. I'm sorry. But that's going to be it for the day. I might be back on tomorrow night. I might not be back till Saturday. But no matter what, I'll see you when I see you. You have a good day. Stay alive, stay well.